Hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren, and I am the owner and artist behind LA Florals. And for today's video, I thought we could do a June reset. I am in desperate need for a reset and just getting my life back together kind of thing. I am also really going to experiment with using my Hobonichi Cousin as more of like a bullet journal type of thing for at least a little while. I'm hoping this whole month, but we'll see how that goes. So for today, I really want to set up here on the June page in the back in the daily section. I really want to focus on turning this into kind of a place to put all of my trackers and things for my habits. And so I was kind of thinking for deco, let's see. So I have these from my shop. This one's good, but then I have a few more that are B grades. I didn't really realize that this was messed up until I had already made a few, and so these are B grades. But anyway, I have lots of these habit tracker stickers to help us. That way I don't have to freehand a bunch of graphs and things. I think that that would not look very good. And then for deco outside of that, I have this little baby sheet. I want to use Pastel Cottage for some kind of spring, summery vibes. I'll also be using a little bit of Tulip Cottage. I have a few left of these mushrooms. And then I also have quite a bit of this Whimsy Cottage sheet. And again, all of these are from my shop. If you are interested, I will have it all linked down below. But yeah, let's just jump straight into this. So very first thing is that I am basically looking to, I don't want to say like revamp myself, because I think that that can get very easily into kind of like a very toxic environment. But at the same time, like I really am wanting to just have a reset. You know, we are officially at the 6-month mark, and I just think that there's a lot of things that I could be doing better for myself, and I think I'm gonna stagger them so that they won't look quite so off if I don't have them perfectly even. But anyway, I want to do a little reset for myself, and I just want to get back to, you know, doing the things that I know I need to be doing and whatever. Like, for example, I know that I let my social media slip these last few months. We've had a lot of personal stuff going on, and I just want to get back into it, really. That's all there is to it. So, setting up my trackers, I have those all laid out here. And then, let's see, I literally made like a whole list. Okay. So I also need to do I want to do some tracking of like if I get any new Patreon members or how many orders I get a day. So I'm going to make kind of a little graph situation down here. My work hours I track on the weekly pages, so I'm not worried about that. But then my reading I want to do is kind of like a graph style. So I might just have to turn y'all into like a time-lapse situation, because I really don't know what I'm doing and I don't want to keep rambling and wasting time. So I'm just gonna wing it. Just gonna wing it. Hello, voiceover Lauren here. I just thought I would share what I'm doing in this step right here. So my next step in the reset. First step, we got our habit trackers all figured out. We got that whole process started. We're ready to track some habits to make a good month. And here for step 2, I am getting my task tracker planner, which if you have missed that upload, I will see if editing Lauren will remember to put one of those like YouTube cards or whatever, or like a link to another video up here. But basically what this is a $1 planner from the dollar store. And I just use this to track my tasks for the week. And it's really easy that, if I have a task that doesn't get done on Monday, it's really easy to roll it over to Tuesday, so on and so forth. And so as part 2 of the reset, I am just getting this planner all set up and on track. Okay, now that I have turned this finally into a tracker kind of space for me, like a dashboard, I'm feeling much better. I was feeling very, very overwhelmed with how I would do this. It's been, 6 months, I guess now, since I have been in like a bullet journal type of thing, and I was just feeling really anxious about it. But I'm super proud of how this turned out so far. So let me kind of break down what happened versus, I had a plan kind of before, but here's what happened. So I wanted these 2 trackers to be more about like wellness centered, and then I needed one tracker that was dedicated to more of like my creativity, hobby type of thing. So I have that here. And then this bottom one, this is what I struggled with the most. And I can kind of give you a little sample with a pencil. So I have all of my days down here for the month. And then ideally, this up here is going to be my hours. So I really wanted to have one concrete way to track both my sleep, my work, and my moods. But obviously the issue with that is that your mood is not counted by hours like sleep and work are. And so what I did here was I made 4 little baseline type of areas. And so like this one obviously is going to be like a low, like if I'm anxious or whatever, if I'm kind of that day, whatever, indifferent. 6 is a good, like I'm feeling happy, and 8 is like, and just over the top great day. And so what I can do is, like, for example, on today is the 1st of June, I would say that I'm feeling probably about medium. So I would put that color dot here, and then whatever I get sleep-wise tonight, hopefully I would get a solid, let's say 7 hours. So that line would start here. And then for work, I have worked for, I think it's gonna end up being about an 8-hour day here. And then it's going to end up with one of those charts where like I'm gonna be connecting it all with like dotted lines for one, or color coding, that kind of thing. So I just really want to see how these kind of coincide and how they affect each other. And so I really wanted to find a way to get them all on one graph, but we shall see if this actually ends up working. But it worked in my brain. Don't know if it'll work in real life. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop to the monthly pages. As you can see, these have not been much use to me lately. I guess I can also like clean up my disaster of a desk now. Don't need my tracking list. So with this, I really just want to be able to map out just a broad overview. This does not really get used all that much. Again, as we can see, I literally didn't touch it the last 3 months. But February, I will say this really did help a lot. So I was thinking we might kind of just set this up and get the month organized, that kind of thing. So first things first, I know that I am going to have a product launch for my shop. Let me make sure it's still centered a little bit. There we go. The 22nd and 23rd. Usually I would have it on the 3rd Saturday, but I think this time I'm going to move it here. You know what, I'm gonna use this one, this nib, that way I have a little bit more control. Okay, so that is my launch. And then I know that I am doing a social media challenge. I am doing both Instagram and YouTube. And I'm also testing a block schedule this month, which is also very new to me. And I'm a little nervous for it, but I think it'll be good. So let's go ahead, and for my books for this month, I would like to use this sticker. I think that would be really cute. And ideally, I would like to read 4 books this month. I'm really behind on my yearly goal, but maybe should I do 5? That's pretty ambitious. You know what? Let's stick with 4. And then I can always up it if I need to. Okay, so there's that. And then usually what I will do is go a line or so down, and I will just make a really rough tracker. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. I also know that on the 8th of every month, I'm kind of in this cycle where like I go on the same day each month, and then the physical books give you a 1-month loan on them. So that means my library books are due. And that's kind of like a little hack, I guess. If you ever order any books from my shop, this is typically why I try to keep them a little bit more like this. Obviously, I wouldn't want to write in because it's, you know, it has words there and stuff. But that's why I really try to do a lot of blank books, and so that, you know, you can write and use them as headers. Okay, so there's that to do my library books due. And then I have my product launch, and then I really just need to put in a lot of Patreon things. I have quite a bit. So for today, I need to reveal their rewards. Patreon rewards reveal. It kind of turns into a little tongue test. Let's see, I also know on the 15th, I need to do my Patreon rewards poll. And let's make that cute. I like this little cutting board, so I'm gonna use that one. And I don't ever care if they kind of like get over the line a little bit. That doesn't really bother me too much. So on the 15th, I'm gonna do that. And then I do have my content calendar off to the side. And on the 19th, oops, I just lost a sticker sheet. On the 19th, I will be uploading my Toasties Planner Club exclusive video. So I just always shorten that to TPC, and then exclusive video. And I think I want to make that cute with this little strawberry jam. I'm feeling pretty good about this so far. I feel like I can kind of feel myself getting a little less scrambled. And then I know for myself that I have been pretty, I don't know, behind and everything. We've had a lot of stuff happen these last 2 months, personal wise. So with the launch happening the 22nd and the 23rd, I know that I will want to start promoting it about 2 weeks in advance. So I am going to go ahead and kind of show that I really want to be promoting this all this time. I need to be thinking about that. How I'm going to be promoting the collection, what I'm going to say, what I'm going to share about it, that kind of thing. And I'll just make it here. And then obviously I'm going to be promoting all throughout the launch weekend itself. And then I will end that here. Like, I know that's not the cutest thing in the world, but it's functional for me and it shows me like kind of what I should be thinking about. Okay, that's good enough. I just like to have that just so I can see that like that's something I need to be thinking about. And then I really want to use this frog character. So I will go ahead and have that as my little champion of the month. Alrighty. So I'm feeling pretty good about this so far. Let me see what I did in February, what all I tracked. So that's just basic goals. Oof. Yeah, I have not been very good about using my monthly pages. That is for sure. And I don't have any BAs this month, so I don't need to track any of their things or anything like that. So I don't need to do that. Patreon and shop stuff. Okay, so I think really this is now just planning kind of my content and things like that. So I really want to be uploading at least every Sunday this month. So I think I might do a little signal to myself where like I'll see this and I'll know what that means. And I guess now y'all will too. But I usually try to do this to give myself like a subtle reminder. That way it's not like screaming at me that I have to get that done, but it's a little bit more gentle. So that will be at least 5 uploads this month, which would be absolutely amazing. But because I am doing that challenge, I really am going to try to do more than that. But that will at least give me a minimum. Alrighty. And then let's see, I know that I'm probably going to have to do laundry on Monday. So I'm going to put this little one here. And then if I get on that cycle, then that probably means I'll be doing laundry again for these next 2 weeks on Monday. I try to just do laundry about once a week. So if I get on a cycle, then it's pretty easy to repeat. Now I'm just kind of going to go in with some deco just for some cuteness. Cool, cool, cool. Then I do have this little pink marker I could use for something that maybe could be a little bit more chill. I'll use this as a base for my goals. Just use it as a highlighter. And then I also want to be thinking about house projects as well. Oh, and let's see, tomorrow is Sunday, and I really want to put down something. I'll do this. No, because we just did a greenery there. Maybe I'll just do some sparkles then. But we are needing to mow our yard and weed eat and like have a full-blown like yard care day. Oops. So I want to make sure I put that down so I can kind of start seeing like the pattern of like, okay, can our yard last like, once a week, or does it need to be every 2 weeks, that kind of thing. I'm just gonna put yard care day. Alrighty, so this is dry now and that is dry. So this I will do home projects. Okay, and then up here I will do just plain old goals. Okay, and then I can go in and fill those out later. But I'm feeling pretty good about that, honestly. I'm feeling very, very good about that. And then for my social media and things like that, I will probably just do a weekly tracker somewhere, or I might try to squeeze that in here. I'm really not sure. But I will figure that out, no worries. And this is just, you know, kind of enough rambling, I guess, for now. But I am feeling much better about this. I was feeling just pretty scrambled with everything. Like, it's just been such a crazy few weeks, and it's just really nice to have something to, like, I don't know, keep me on track and all of that good stuff. But all right, I hope this refresh helped you. Let me see if I can find our little wellness tracker page. I'm really a fan of this, and I think it turned out really well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon with another planner video.